Something really troubling is happening in South Korea right now, and we don't think the world is talking about it enough. Young job seekers, especially those in their late 20s, are facing what I can only describe as a perfect storm. And honestly, it's starting to look like a full-blown generational crisis. Let's just take a look at the numbers. In early 2025, there were 98,000 fewer jobs for people in their late 20s compared to the year before. That's the worst decline in over a decade. And it's not just about job losses. Since 2020, online job postings have dropped nearly 60%. Business service ads down a staggering 90%. Even manufacturing, the one sector that usually stays solid, has shed over 100,000 jobs. These aren't just stats. These are real lives being put on hold, real careers that might never get started. The world is witnessing the emergence of Korea's lost generation, a group of incredibly talented young people who just can't get a foothold, not because they're lazy or unskilled, but because the system is setting them up to fail. The political instability after President Yoon's impeachment hasn't helped, but this runs deeper than politics. What they're really dealing with is a structural problem, one that no one seems willing to name. Korean corporate culture is broken. Companies here have become far too risk-averse. They don't want to train people anymore. They want employees who already know everything, who can hit the ground running on day one. That sounds very efficient, but in reality, it just freezes young people out. How are they supposed to get experience if no one is willing to give them a shot? This has to change. The government needs to step in, and not with vague promises or temporary fix. They need real targeted incentives for companies that actually hire and train young workers. They need true public-private partnerships that create solid apprenticeships, not just cosmetic programs designed to tweak unemployment numbers. Because if South Korea don't act now, they're not just talking about a bad job market. They're talking about an entire generation being locked out of opportunity. Smart, educated, capable young people permanently stuck on the sidelines. The Korean dream, the idea that if you worked hard, you can build a better future. That dream isn't just slipping away, it's being dismantled, piece by piece. So here's the hard question. Does anyone in power care enough to do something about it?